One of the most common requests that we receive is how do we make RISE courses a little bit more interesting or different than the other RISE courses? And so if you've ever been in RISE 360, you're going to be using a series of blocks and everybody has the same access to those blocks. So how do you make your courses stand out? So one of the tips that we picked up a few years ago from our friend Mike Bubin, who is a user of 360 and shares some of his great tips, is using a tool called the SVG Wave. And so this is a website you can access for free and actually have it generate different wave files for you. And they can be animated or not. So in this case, it's static, but I can always choose to animate, and I can have those look a lot of different ways. And I can easily come in here and adjust my coloring and using hex codes or however I want to do that. But the real trick is if you wanted the animated wave, like it is here, to be in your RISE course. Now, obviously, if you weren't animating, you would just simply export the PNG out, and you would be fine to go with the graphic. However, if you wanted the animated wave to maintain the animation, you would want to export this out as an SVG. So let me show you how to do that. I'm going to export as SVG. And here is the code that it's now created. So SVG images are really just a code, and I'll hit copy. So now, what do I do with that information? Well, if you have any kind of HTML editor, or in this case, it could be NotePad or WordPad or whatever you might want to use, you can just paste that code into this document. And then when you go to save it, choose File, Save As, and then when you give it a name, and I'm just going to put this on my desktop, I can name it Wave .svg and hit Save. So now that that's saved, I can come over here into my RISE course. So in RISE 360, I've already inserted an image full width block here. And I'm going to edit that content by choosing Edit and then go find my graphic. And so I'm going to replace this image with one from my desktop. And you'll see there's a wave.svg. I'm going to open that one. It's going to load that up. And now this is the SVG image inside of my RISE 360 course. So that's all you have to do.